My name is Kobe Bryant, 17 years old. It was really one of my top goals to become one of the best.
I used to work for Steve Jobs. By the way, not a nice guy. Not a nice guy.
My camera's not turning on. I did slide it and let go.
Music bed.
I'm simply just better than y'all niggas, and I'm simply just more known than you niggas. Get off
So that's
my-
all I did. I wanted this from years ago, and I would go again, and I would go again. I just needed one video to blow, bro. I just needed something where I was sitting there uploading daily for years, nigga. I needed something. That when I got a taste of it, nigga, I bit into that
Music
full
bed.
passion.
The other day I was watching this show. You know, just take some inspiration, some creative idea. This show is called The Bear, about this fucker, a gourmet chef, if you may, who comes home to Chicago to help his family business. Chicago is the greatest city in America, in my opinion. The people are nice, the places are clean and good. One of the best cities I've been to. How does that information contribute to this story? I have no fucking clue. Meet Carm, the main character of the show. This guy is like Gordon Ramsay on Trend. He's angry, an asshole, and he's possessed by a kitchen demon. He cannot do anything except cooking. He's constantly taking down recipes, cooking style, smelling. I don't know what the fuck chefs do. I'm not one in it. But that doesn't matter. It was this scene. This scene is what made me say, oh shit. When he fell asleep watching cooking videos, and that smacked me, boom, right in the fucking face. What am I doing watching a guy being obsessed when, as like Justin Bieber said, that should be me. Subject 1, Steve Jobs, the lovable turtleneck-wearing orphan billionaire that came up from nothing, and when evil people kicked him out of the company he built, he gave us Toy Story and came back to Apple and helped rebuild the company we all love today. And he pioneered the world of computers and technology that literally changed the world we live in today and helped us communicate to people across the world. And at the end, he died a cruel death with cancer. Look what a good boy he is. He just want to fucking squeeze no fucking cheese. This is what most people believe about Steve. Get it? Steve, believe, rhymes, jokes, bad. But the real Steve, this motherfucker was fucking crazy. Screaming at employees, screaming at team members, public meltdowns on stage, having no remorse about other people except himself.
I already fired you!
Even his sister, bro. His sister wanted a computer, and he wouldn't even give him a 10% discount. This guy was on crack. The only thing Steve cared about in his life was Apple.
And all of them can tell me they think I'm full of shit, and I can tell anyone, I can rip-roaring arguments where we're yelling at each
There's
other.
hundreds of YouTube videos talking about how bad Steve was and how big of an asshole he was and how he deserved that death and how him and 2016 Jake Paul and Jack Doherty have a special place in hell. But I kind of disagree with them. Steve had the right to be crazy. The thing is that he wasn't crazy. He was obsessed. Steve had nothing in his head except Apple. His only goal in life was to make Apple work. All of his brain energy was dedicated to that one goal. He literally did not have furniture because he didn't want to waste time to go get furniture. All he wanted to do was work on that company, on Apple. Now, I mean, look at it today. I'm using this fucking product right now to record this video. He literally didn't even have time to raise his daughter. He was a deadbeat dad. I mean, Steve had a little bit of the black in it. That's what it takes to become great. I mean, he changed the fucking word. His daughter should be grateful for that. She's not gonna have to change the world. Nothing has to be in your mind. There's no time to be thinking about random stuff like being a parent. You must dedicate yourself to the vision. And the person that understood this the most was Kobe Bryant. You guys already know that Kobe Bryant was a monster on the court. And you guys probably heard about his discipline. But I do not think you understand the level of obsession this guy had. 4 a.m. That's the time Kobe woke up every day. He didn't have to do it. He wasn't supposed to be there anyways. He was supposed to be asleep, like his teammates getting that 9 hours. But Kobe did not give a fuck about supposed to. His mind was obsessed. He couldn't sleep, eat, or do any except basketball. When his teammates would get up and get ready for practice, Kobe was already there, already finishing 2 work.
We were playing against the Lakers, Tom, and we were out here in LA. You know, look, I always try to outwork people. So the game was at 7. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come to the Staples Center. I wanna make sure I make 400 made shots. before I go back into the room, and then I sit in the sauna and I get ready for the game. Get there, and as I'm walking onto the court, who do I see? I see Kobe Bryant, already working out. You know, so I put my sneakers on, and so once I set my foot across that line, I started working out. And so I worked out for a good hour and a half. I sat down, and of course I still hear the ball bouncing. I look down, I'm like, this guy's still working out? So he was working out. Like, it looks like he was in a dead sweat when I got here. And I sit there and I unlace my shoes. I'm like, I want to see how long this goes. So I sit out there and watch. Another 25 minutes. That game, he drops 40 on us, okay? And after the game is over, I'm like, I have to ask this guy, like, why he works like that. I'm like, hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. And I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
Wow. And he did this shit day in, day out for 20 years. But why do this? You're already in the NBA. You already achieved the dream of millions. Why do all this stuff? Because Kobe understood the level of crazy it actually takes. How many times have you heard someone say, hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start hitting the gym, or I wanna start a YouTube channel, or I'm gonna start running every day. And they do it on the weekends. And if they feel like it, maybe. How does it end up for them? Do they end up where they want to be? Hell not. Not even close. And they sit around and blame the Jews for it. But then there's the other breed. The ones people like to call the crazy ones.
Man, I got aspirations. I got big dreams, motherfucker.
The Kanyes, the Ronaldo, the Kobes of the world. The ones who let their art consume them. The ones everybody calls crazy for caring that much. Like Cameron from Blue. They live their craft, sleep to it, wake up by it, can't think about anything through the day except it. There is no work-life balance for the greats. You either sacrifice everything to it or stay the same. Nothing wrong with that. And people do not want to hear this. This is why I love this speech by Timothy Chalamet.
I know the classiest thing would be to downplay the effort that went into this role and how much this means to me, but the truth is this was 5.5 years of my life. I'm really in pursuit of greatness. I know people don't usually talk like that, but I want to be one of the greats. I'm inspired by the greats. I'm inspired by the greats here tonight. I'm as inspired by Daniel Day-Lewis, Marlon Brando, and Viola Davis as I am by Michael Jordan and Michael Phelps, and I want to be up there. So I'm deeply grateful to that. This doesn't signify that, but it's a little more fuel, it's a little more ammo to keep going. Thank you so much.
In the world of Hollywood and awards, actors are encouraged to stay humble. Act like you don't even want this award. Tell your colleagues, hey, you deserve this too. Don't think about it. Timothy said, fuck that.
Stole that shit.
He's obsessed, and that is what we need nowadays for great movies and great art. And that's the key if I want to make this YouTube shit work out. If I'm being honest with myself, the brutal truth why my YouTube hasn't blown up yet is because I'm not obsessed. I'm preaching all this shit, and I'm being a hypocrite. I'm not at that level of obsession that it actually takes. And if you're not obsessed, then you don't want it bad enough. Because if you wanted it
As bad as you
wanted to breathe, you would have had it in no time. So my challenge that I challenge you and I challenge myself is try to get to that level of obsession. Try to lose our minds a little bit to our art, like Vincent van Gogh.
He dedicated his life to his art and lost his mind in the process. That's happened to me. But fuck it.